What is happening, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Hollywood Steve Wrestling Podcast. Alright, guys. Smackdown last night. Let's go over what happened at Smackdown last night. Alright, so we had Smackdown kicking off with the trial of Roman Reigns. The Usos were holding tribal court. And this is how SmackDown actually started last night, which I thought was pretty cool, actually. Great way to kick off SmackDown, in fact. And of course, Roman ended the trial, or the tribal court, very abruptly. We get it. We had it. And then it turned into a huge melee. I mean, an absolute melee. Destruction. The Usos were laid out. I mean, they, to the point where they had to be taken in an ambulance to the hospital. And side note here. Michael Cole used the word hospital. I know it doesn't mean a whole lot. Well, it actually does, because how many times in WWE have we always heard medical facility, right? Vince never wanted, when he was running things, he never wanted the commentators to use the word hospital, right? He always wanted to say medical facility. Well, now that we have this new regime running SmackDown, running creative, Michael Cole now used the word hospital. And the Usos were taken to a hospital to get evaluated. And so that kind of, that's how SmackDown kicked off. Jay got put through a table by Solo, who hit a splash off the barricade. I mean, it was gnarly. It really was gnarly. I mean, Roman was taking stairs, and I mean, all kinds of stuff. Then we had then there was a segment supposed to be a segment with Asuka. That turned into a huge melee between Asuka, Bianca Belair, and Charlotte Flair. But then Io Sky shows up, and Bayley. Now, I love what they're doing with I like this, because Io Sky's won Money in the Bank, and Bayley still is, in my mind, Bayley still thinks that she and Io are buddy, but I really think that Io is going to cut Bayley loose. Io is going to turn on Bayley, because Io's going to realize that Bayley is holding her down, and then we're going to get the end of Damage Control. And and like I said, and Bayley's a great heel. She's an awesome heel. But I think it's time for, maybe Bayley needs to change. I don't know, but the fact that she can't. I love how they tell the story that Bayley can't do anything on her own. That she is such a goody two shoes that she has to have people around her to get what she wants, what she feels she wants done. That she has to have people around her to do her work for her, and that she believes that she helped Io win Money in the Bank, and that Io didn't do it on her own, and that Bayley should get all the credit and all this, and I think it's great. I love it. I think it's a great thing. Great storytelling. So we had Io. Io does her thing. Bayley hits the rose. Believe it was Charlotte or Bianca. I can't remember, but one of them. Bayley hits the rose plant. Hits the rose plant on one of them onto the briefcase, and then Bayley and Io go scurrying away, and and you can kind of tell Io was. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about this, but you can kind of tell that Bayley was that Io was like, "What are you doing? Why are you involved?" And so I like this. I really, really like this. Now, then we got Sheamus and Austin Theory wrestled for the United States title. What a match. What a match. I mean, Sheamus even said that Theory had to put on a banger, and let me tell you, it was a banger of a match. It was awesome. It was a really good match. And of course, Theory wins with the pin and grabbing the tights, of course. Perfect. Ultimate heel move, right? Grab the tights to win. And then Butch and Ridge Holland came out and tried to take out Theory. But of course, Theory, ultimate heel, rolls out of the ring, barely escapes, and then we got the Grayson Waller effect. And now up to this point, Grayson Waller hasn't wrestled a single match on SmackDown. Not one. Not a single match. And he's had his talk show on SmackDown since he's been called up to the roster, to the main roster. And Edge made his return to the WWE on the Grayson Waller effect. And Grayson's talking about how, Edge is great, this and that. But Edge's big announcement was that Grayson thought Edge's announcement was that he was going to retire. Well, Edge had talked to the powers that be earlier in the night and got himself a match with not with Austin Theory, but with Grayson Waller. So later on in the night, we had Grayson Waller and Edge, and this was Grayson Waller's in-ring debut, and he was pretty good. And Edge told him, you either got to sink or swim. And, Edge hit him with I believe it was Edge finally hit him with the execution and got the pinfall victory. And then he goes and picks up a mic and says, looks at Grayson and says, "You swam," and walked away and walks back up the ramp. That was a pretty good match. That was a really, 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 really good match. Really good match. Now as we went on in the night, we got few recaps of Money in the Bank and this and that. Then the SmackDown goes off the air with report that that Jay actually is back at Madison Square Garden. He had come back, and let me tell you, was he ticked off. And so the final segment of the night was Roman comes back out, says, "We're gonna redo this. You know, this did not go down the way that I wanted to go down. We're gonna do this right. We're gonna handle business here." And so Roman starts talking. Jay Uso's music hits. Jay comes out, and I'm telling you, he takes a chair to Roman, absolutely destroys Roman. And then the dude breaks the chair. Jay broke the chair on Solo. The chair literally broke. I mean, that was like, what? I could not believe that. He broke the chair on Solo. Jay picks up Roman's title, and you hear Roman, "Put that down, put it down, put down my belt." And Jay holds up the title, and it looks like we are gonna get, from what I'm hearing, we're gonna get Jay and Roman at SummerSlam for the title. Now Jay's not going to win, obviously, but that's going to be an awesome match. That is going to be an awesome match. I mean, absolutely incredible match. So that kind of set that up. So that was, and overall SmackDown was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't, overall SmackDown was really, 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 really good. Really good. We had AJ taking on Karrion Kross. AJ beat him in about 10 minutes. So, that was kind of okay. But anyway, guys, that is what went down on SmackDown. So make sure you guys don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the Hollywood Steve Wrestling podcast on YouTube, guys. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 viewers. Make sure you guys also subscribe to the PlayStation Squad. We are at 660 something subscribers, guys. We want to hit 1,000. So make sure you guys subscribe to the PlayStation Squad. Help us out there. Also, guys, the Hollywood Steve Wrestling podcast on YouTube, guys. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Ring that bell for notifications. Comment. All that good stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. And remember, when you're Hollywood Steve, life is just too sweet.